Good morning. Welcome back to SBJ Weekend Review. I'm Keagan Holsey. To my left is Chad Holsey. How are we doing?
I am doing pretty good, all right, I guess. I'm kind of tired this morning, to be honest with you.
Me too.
I didn't stay up as late as you did for the Super Bowl, but I don't know. I'm just tired this morning. Just struggling.
Well, the Super Bowl didn't even end super late, but having to drive an hour back made it a later night than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Well, I woke up at 2:30, tried to go back to sleep. I think I finally got out of the bed around 3:30, and I'm just need a nap, I think.
I was not feeling it in the gym this morning.
Yeah, it's hard to go to the gym when you have zero energy. I didn't run today. I walked. My left ankle and Achilles heel is bothering me. I think it's these shoes, and I think I need some new shoes. But yeah, I didn't feel like running this morning at all. I got a pretty good workout as far as buys and tries, but that was it. I was really struggling as far as the cardio was concerned.
I just didn't want to talk to people. That's not a good place to be if you don't want to talk to people.
Well, and the thing is, because we know so many people, right, that come in that morning hours that when we're there, we pretty much know everybody. So you'd be rude not to talk, but sometimes that affects your workout. So sometimes you have to just put your head down and hammer through and try to make that happen and hope that you don't talk too long.
Yeah.
So, but I saw Hank this morning. He had surgery on his shoulder, and he was at the gym. Should not have been, but despite everybody saying you shouldn't be here, he was there, and he took the sling off and was trying to stretch that shoulder out. That seems really stupid, but anyhow, that's what he was doing. But he's alive and doing well, and I'm glad that all went well, and he's recovering. So it's good.
Well, we had a pretty great weekend here.
Yeah, well, let's start. We want to jump back to Wednesday. Do Wednesday first?
We can.
We can do Wednesday, then Friday, then Saturday. And
we got to change the name from Weekend Review to Weekly Review.
Weekly Review. I like it. I like it. Well, it just gives us more to talk about, I guess.
Wednesday just seems so long. Like, I can't remember Wednesday.
Seems like it was a month ago. Yeah, I got you. Well, y'all seem to have a pretty good group. Starting to pick up some kids from the apartments that are coming into your class, which I think is good.
Seemed low Wednesday.
Were you? I don't know.
No, not me. The collective.
No, we weren't. So we've been averaging 103, 102, 105, and we were low. We had 100. So we were 2 or 3 short of what we normally are. So it wasn't terrible. It's crazy when we think we're low and it was still pretty good. So yeah, I think we're
obviously still in that series talking about different things that Jesus said yes and no to in his life. And this week we were talking about compassion. I know we looked at different instances where, you read Jesus saw, whatever people group and he had compassion on them. And the kind of idea we were focusing on is the fact that every time in Scripture when you see Jesus had compassion, it's always followed by action. He didn't just see a problem and let the problem lie, but he did something about it. And last week we were talking about rest and finding rest and how Jesus said we're going to go rest, but then he saw a group of people and he had compassion on them. So before he went to do the rest, he helped out those people because they look like sheep without a shepherd. So we're just kind of going over like what does it look like to have compassion on people around you. We talked about how it's easy to fall into having compassion and being loving towards people that we feel like deserve it, but maybe not so much people that we feel like haven't earned it, I guess. Like we're more likely to be helpful to our close friends, but maybe not so much people that we don't know very well. And kind of trying to look at the fact that, Jesus didn't know these people and still had compassion on them and still went out of his way, although he hadn't had any kind of interactions with them before. And so that's kind of pretty much the whole thing we were focusing on. And yeah.
Well, I think it's hard. We get so focused in what we're doing, what we have to get done, and what I think you get so focused inward that we miss all that's going on around us. Yeah. And I think that happens a lot. So that's kind of a sad fact, and that's where we need to, as Christians, to live intentionally And living intentionally means we're looking for opportunities to help people. We're looking outward. We're not me focused. We're God, kingdom focused. And I think that's important. I think we need to do a better job at that, and me included. And I think obviously the world would be a better world if that was our attitude. If that's what we're trying to do, is to stop looking at us and looking at others. So I think so.
What did you talk about Wednesday?
So we're still on Joseph, and he has just become the man. And one of the things we talked about was he went from, so in Potiphar's house, he was in charge of everybody and everything. And in prison, he was in charge of everybody and everything. And he seems to be like that guy in prison, that guy that kind of comes around and like, hey man, how you doing today? You need anything? And so he even noticed when those two guys were down, they had a dream. He noticed that, hey man, something seems wrong. What's going on? And so Joseph seems to always be that guy that was always uplifting and helping people. You know what I mean? He never had a I'm better than you attitude, except for with his brothers, but that was a whole different story. But since he's been in Egypt, this attitude of a servant type attitude, and uplifting people. And so we just talked about the importance of us as men, looking for opportunities and finding opportunities. Once again, living intentionally and living with the idea of I want to be a positive impact instead of a negative impact. And I think it's really easy to find the negative. First things I think I said to you when you walked in just a minute ago was something negative. And so I really know that I need to work on that. It needs to be, and not just for people who are listening, not that Keagan had done anything. I was just verbally complaining about the morning. And but is that uplifting or is that tearing down? You know what I mean?
I don't remember what you said.
Right. So it's really good, which is typical for him. He's not listening when I'm talking. So which is fine. That's wonderful. I'm getting used to it. But
I like how since me and Mom have been like, well, sometimes you just say stuff to talk because you don't like the silence. Now he's like reacting to it like a woman. He'll say something, and if I don't say something immediately, he'll go, I know, I just talk. All I do is talk. I just say stuff. And they're like, oh my gosh, man, chill out.
Well, anyhow, so like I was saying, the whole idea is lifting people up, not tearing them down, Keagan. And so that's what Joseph did. And even though once he became who he became, I don't feel like it really changed who Joseph was, and so the whole idea is whether you're rich or poor, or famous or not famous, or wherever you land on everything, you can still be an encourager, you can still be an uplifter, you can still, you know what I mean? And so that's what we did with Joseph, and man, we had a really good night. It was 100 folks, but man, with having 2 Sundays off, it was, it was good to see the 100 people that were here, and it was a good Wednesday night. A little cold, but and I'm hoping we're moving past the cold and getting into just cold. I'm okay with cold, but the cold, single digits, teens, I'm not interested in that. That's just stupid. And so
the teens want to go outside so bad every week.
Yeah, and
so bad.
Yeah, and it's like, man, we need 4 more weeks, man, 4 more weeks, and we're good to go. So here in a couple of weeks, we'll be complaining because it's too hot. So, but anyhow, it was a good Wednesday night, good crowd. The ladies looked like they had a good group. Financial Peace University looked like they had a good group. We carried 8 or 9 or 10. I don't remember how many on the bus. And it was just a good night. It was a really good night. The spirit was good, and people seemed to be in a good mood. And then Friday night, my class, we went to the Gladiators hockey game. And I don't know, hockey on TV, and I know you like hockey on TV.
You're hockey on TV.
Yeah, you're a hockey guy.
Go Bruins.
The Bruins, go Bruins. And Alex likes the St. Louis
Blues.
And so, whatever. And so I have not really watched a lot of hockey on TV. I think the thing
I will say the Blues is when the whole crowd's doing like this, that's kind of cool.
It's pretty awesome.
I do like that.
I think the thing where they lose me is the intermissions. There's too many halftimes. So if there's
actually 0 halftimes.
I know, but what I mean is the intermissions between the 3 periods. I think they lose me there, and so I think that's where I then turn and go find something else and never come back to it. But if
this is all coming from the guy that used to watch full-length NASCAR races where it's hours and hours of just left turns. That's all that's happening. That's it.
Right. So I don't do that no more. I've been.
I just think if anybody
saved.
can watch, if you can watch NASCAR, you can watch literally any sport.
Well, I don't know. And so, like I said, I'm not against watching hockey on TV. My whole point is I think going to the game is way more fun.
Well, that's any sport.
It is absolutely a blast to watch because you can see, and we had fantastic seats. We were right there on the ice. It not like ice, like we couldn't touch the screen, but we're close. And man, you can see those guys skating by, and so it was a really a lot of fun. And sitting behind me was Daniel's oldest girl, and she had a friend with her. And you've been talking about a fight in Jameson. He goes, I don't want to see a fight, So we've been talking about the fights. Can't wait for a fight. It's going to be great when a fight happens, And Jameson's like, I don't want to see a fight. And the girls behind us are like, well, whatever. And then the fight happens, and it happens like right in front of us. And Jameson goes wild. He's like, whoa,
It's great.
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Well, then the girl that's with the oldest long girl, she looked at him, she goes, my heart was beating so fast when that was happening. Like she was in total like, holy cow, that was crazy, And
well, then, I don't know if you watched last year U.S. versus Canada. Those fights were so awesome.
Yeah.
They did something during our national anthem, and then our guys just whooped their tails, bro. And then we beat them, too.
I think it's important. And so, but anyhow, so it's just a lot of fun. There's like 21 of us that went. The only thing that's bad is it's so far over there in crazy 5 o'clock traffic. And that's the only thing bad. Now, on the way home, we zipped right on home. There wasn't no traffic. So the only thing that slowed us down was lights. But other than that, we getting home was easy. But getting there at 5 o'clock, so Tracy said we need to try to find one that has a Saturday afternoon game and go again. But we really had a good time. We had great seats, $30 a person, not terrible. And they mentioned our name, Shiloh Baptist Church, and so it was good. It was a good time.
I mean, I would kill to go to a Bruins game at TD Garden, be sitting right against the glass, just smacking on the glass.
Well, and that's one of the
That'd
crazy
be a
things there
dream.
is you have this psychopath. He's just beating on the glass every time somebody skates by him. He's just beating on
That's
the glass.
what you do.
What a psychopath, man. I'm like, dang, dude, that guy.
Yeah, hockey's awesome. And so one of the things I've noticed, and this isn't a diss to any of my teens that play soccer, but I find soccer absolutely mind-numbing. I don't enjoy watching it, but one of the things that's helped me is when I'm at a soccer game, I realized, this is hockey.
Yes.
Just worse.
It's hockey with feet.
And so hockey, if you don't understand hockey is a perfected version of soccer. My issues with soccer, field is way too big. Let's shrink that puppy down, right? Other issue with soccer, they're all babies. Hockey, no, they're fighting each other. So that's already cooler. Soccer, you're watching people run back and forth. How about watching people skate back and forth? Let's put these buddies on ice.
Well, ice adds and I won't lie, during the intermissions, watching that big Zamboni machine re-icing the thing is awesome.
Yeah,
really
hockey
cool.
rules. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, and I'm not against. I would rather play soccer than watch soccer. But
I enjoy playing it. I like watching if it's my students and I'm in person. Watching soccer on TV is awful.
I think the problem is because we don't know anybody.
I know a few,
You
but
do?
even then, I just don't care. Like I mean,
I don't know anybody.
it's like I don't know. I mean, I know people in gymnastics. I'm not going to watch gymnastics.
The guys' Olympics gymnastics is fantastic, but
None of that interests me. You know what is really interesting?
What?
Winter Olympics, I think it's bobsledding is what it's called.
yeah, bobsledding's crazy.
Dude, they're psychopaths.
That's insane.
bro.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
They're going so fast,
Yeah.
and you have you're just sitting in a box, hoping.
Well, and
you
they have
end
those
up.
that lay down on that little board and just, that's craziness.
the it's called,
luge
skeleton.
skeleton.
something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's
crazy.
terrifying.
Yeah, no, it's
those
crazy.
guys are crazy.
Yeah. No, I love Olympics. I'm glad Olympics are bad. Of course, it seems like the last 2 nights all it's been is figure skating. So I'll be glad when we move past that.
I'm excited for snowboarding.
Love the snowboarding. They were doing the big jump, and one thing I saw, a person was skiing and she hit her hand on the flag and broke her hand.
Yeah,
Because she went too close to the flag and hit it. I didn't think them things were that strong to break your hand.
yeah. We
But
were
it broke her
watching
hand.
the speed skiers last night, like going through this course like wicked fast.
I love speed skiing.
And I was just thinking, like,
flat flying.
Could you imagine that person though going to like Durango, and you're
Bored.
just like a first time, and
Yeah.
you see this person going 90 past you?
Yeah. She's gone.
Yeah. No, Winter Olympics. I think I like Winter Olympics more than summer.
See, they both have their things that I like in them.
Other than like, I love Olympic basketball.
love it. Yeah.
So much fun.
Gotcha.
Especially this past year was probably the best Olympic basketball I've gotten to see U.S. play. I mean, Curry was actually playing out of his mind. I've never seen. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really cool. It's also cool just to see guys that are normally hate each other and against each other coming together and being on the same team.
Be on the team.
That's
and
fun.
have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, so Saturday night was a big hit. I mean, Friday night was a big hit. I think we'll do it again. I think it was really good. So we'll do it again.
We should do a church event because when the Spurs go to the finals this year, we should all go and watch.
Whatever. I would. Yeah. I don't think anybody in our church is interested in watching the Spurs play basketball, but
whatever.
we could do a staff retreat.
If you don't like good basketball, it's
Right. Well, and some people don't. So
Stephon Castle, 40-point triple-double the other day with a 75% shot accuracy.
there we go.
Only one other player's ever done that, and that's Wilt Chamberlain's because he's 9 foot tall and didn't even have to really have any skill.
Just had to tippy toe. So, but anyhow, yeah, we went to the hockey game, and I was surprised with some of the some of the people that was their first time to go. Sam Bagwell, it was his first time to go. He goes, "I've been wanting to go." He said, "Man, thanks for doing this." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome," you know. So we had several that it was their first time, and then several that they'd only been like one other time, and so I thought it was good. The only thing is if you bring your kids, $30 a pop kind of gets expensive, but if you just leave the kids at home. And it's just you and your spouse, or just you by yourself, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
$30. So anyhow, this Saturday morning,
We're apparently getting a pro team.
that's what I hear. We used to have a pro team. I don't know where they went, but used to have a pro team. They gone. But it's weird to think hockey down here. I think of the Florida Panthers. I just don't.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think Florida Panthers is a hockey team, but they're pretty good. So, which I enjoy watching.
Do you watch the Outdoor Classic this year?
I don't know what that is. No.
Basically,
no.
they get the NHL teams and they play on an outdoor like ice rink.
That'd be fun.
It's so sick. Yeah.
Fun.
Well, I only watched a few of the games, but
No.
I didn't know it was a thing until this year, so I'm still learning hockey.
Yeah. Well,
So every now and then I have to text Grandpa. Like I remember when I first started watching, I texted Grandpa and said, "What the heck is a power play?"
what are we doing? Yeah. See, I understand enough of that. We've been to enough games to understand the game. In fact, I was even explaining to them you can't pass the blue line until the puck, and a few things like that. But
Which is all same as like soccer rules, offsides, and all that.
yeah. So I don't know soccer rules. I
I guess
don't know.
soccer doesn't have icing.
Yep, you can't ice it. So, but this Saturday morning we had men's breakfast. We had 26, I think, show up, which was really good. I feel like there's a few more guys that could have come. I'm finding that several of them were not well, and different other things like that, or they had family in town. So
Convenient.
that makes me less frustrated. But man, we had a really good group, and I'm excited about our men's retreat that's coming up in April, and I think it's just going to be really good. We have a good group of men, and I think the funnest part for me is those guys coming in and us cooking and hanging out and talking while we're cooking breakfast. I just find that to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and
I got to wear a cute little apron.
You did. You look good in it.
Some jerk was eating a cinnamon roll before it was even close to time.
Who?
I don't know. Somebody was off in the corner eating a cinnamon
Yeah,
roll.
well, you always got those people that they say they're doing quality tests and making for sure the food's good, but I think they're just hungry and want to eat.
Who's the worst guy? The guy in the corner eating the cinnamon roll, or the other guy that called him out and made everybody look?
Probably the dude eating the cinnamon roll.
No, because you tried to shame me in front of my church family, and I don't think that's okay.
Well,
That wasn't uplifting at all.
but if you weren't doing something shameful, we wouldn't have to.
Is it shameful to want to make sure that they were done right? I mean, I'm the one that put them on the pan.
Yeah, but I'm the one that pulled them out.
A little too late.
I know, we almost got crazy. Them things cook faster than you expect
so
them
fast.
to. They cooked really fast, and so, but yet they were still good, and we had a good time. We talked about our men's conference, and I think we should even get together more often and just do breakfast because those guys seem to like that.
It's easy. It doesn't take
It's easy.
all day.
Doesn't take a lot of time. It takes a couple hours, and it's just a good time of fellowship, and it's a good time to get to know some of the newer guys. And the good thing is we had several newer guys there, and so man, I just love that. I love that they were there, and I had a couple of them tell me that they're in for the men's retreat already, and so we need to develop sign-up sheets for this week, so we get people signed up and get ready for our men's retreat. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's awesome. Saturday was great. So Sunday,
I feel like something else happened Saturday.
not for me. The ladies went and ate at Williams Brothers Barbecue.
Yeah.
They did. So I don't know who was all there or what happened. Tracy came in with the to-go cup of Diet Coke, and she said it was good. And so, yeah, I don't know how many showed up, or I guess I'm a typical man. I didn't ask any questions, so which is not good, right? I probably should have asked a few more questions.
I think if she wanted us to know, she would have told us.
Typically, yeah.
That part is if she comments on this and says she actually did tell you and you just weren't listening.
She may have, and it's not that I'm not listening. It's a hearing problem. That's what it is.
Yeah. You have selective hearing disorder.
I have issues. So anyhow,
I'm starting to master the art of just blanking out.
Yeah, but then when they come back at you, dude, you're shot. You are totally shot.
Which I know this isn't my story to tell, so I hope I'm not getting the details wrong, but I think this story is really funny and should be told. Alex was telling me the other day.
Alex P. Keaton?
Him and Haley were coming home from somewhere, and Haley's telling him all about her day, and he clocks out.
Alex, shame on you.
He stops listening. In her story, she tells him, and I went to the store and told him like all the stuff he bought. So when she gets done, Alex says, "Hey, do you care if we stop by Kroger before we head home?" And she was like, "Yeah, what do you need to get?" And he tells her a few things, and she goes, "Were you not listening to what I just said at all?" And he said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "I told you that I had just bought those two things." He goes, "Oh, yeah, I heard that." She goes, "Okay, what else did I buy?" And he goes, "All right." I wasn't listening.
All right. The best thing to do at that point is just to own up that you clocked out and take your punishment. I think at that point,
Well, and I don't know. I won't say that.
Good call.
We'll move forward.
Yeah, filter. That's good. The filter's working this
Because I'll have 3 different people getting on to me if I go down that road.
And the thing is, I feel like I'm listening. So I'm always surprised when she throws out, I've already told you that. So it is a surprise sometimes.
I think I listen, just sometimes it's reluctantly.
Well, I think that's what you have to do. That's part of life.
Sometimes I'll be like, and this isn't me saying this is me with anybody in particular. Sometimes people will tell me stories and I'll realize like, oh, this isn't really going anywhere, and I'll just stop listening.
Right. And sometimes it goes somewhere.
Very rarely. But when it does.
Until they start asking questions. And then you're or you come back and ask. I've got to where I'm like, even if I want to know real bad, it's best not to ask. Because I've probably already been told. So I've gotten to where I'm just like, I'm not even asking.
Yeah.
Because all I'm doing is setting myself up for failure. And then I just try to figure out or find out a different way, the information I need, knowing that I probably should already have it. And I'm not going to ask. So sometimes I've even heard lately, and maybe this is something y'all need to pray for me about, is I'll ask a question that apparently I've already just asked, like within an hour or something.
No, yeah, you do that.
And that's bad.
So much.
Do I? Yeah, that's bad. I don't know if I have like a mini stroke or what's happening there, but that seems to be an issue for me, and it annoys.
Well, I think Mom's theory is that you'll ask a question, and then you stop listening, and then you're like, oh, wait, I still don't know the answer to this question, so then you ask it again.
I got you, and that might be true. I'm definitely the problem in this situation for sure. Yeah.
Maybe. Well,
I think I'm an innocent. I mean, I think I am the problem. So there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Let's move forward to something else.
Oh, okay.
Before one of us gets in trouble.
In
somewhere.
trouble. Well, I'm owning my mistakes.
Yeah,
what are we talking about here?
It'll most likely be me that ends up getting in trouble.
No, I'm
let's just switch to another topic.
Good.
Guys.
New topic. What's our new topic?
Beautiful weather outside today.
It is wonderful. This morning it was kind of balmy. When I walked outside, it was 39 degrees. I thought,
that's right where I want it.
What is going on? Look how nice it is out here. 39 degrees.
If it was mid 40s year round, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, 40s, 50s, 60s, all
40s
day long.
are
72,
so great.
We're pushing it. 75, now we're getting crazy.
Because for me, I like wearing a jacket. Like this outfit right here is so comfortable. During the summer, just wearing shorts and a t-shirt, I'm just like, Because I feel like in the summer, I'm more forced to dress like a little kid. As I say that as I'm wearing sweatpants. But like in the wintertime, I wear a lot more jeans. I feel like I dress older. Where in the summer, I'm like, I don't want to wear jeans today. It's
so wear jeans. I'll wear a vest. I'll wear a button-up shirt.
Yeah, I feel like I look
cowboy hat.
nicer more often when it's cold outside. So I just enjoy it being cold.
Yeah, and because you do not want to be wearing jeans around here during August.
Heavens no.
I'd rather just so I have my
try wearing jeans in August and welding outside.
No, so I like wearing my jeans and boots during the winter. And shorts and chacos during the summer.
Yeah.
It's just who I am. And I know that seems kind of a weird combination, right? That's a weird combination. But it is what it is. So
I guess we can hop into Sunday.
Sunday. No Sunday school. So nothing.
I have not taught Sunday school in 3 weeks.
It's crazy. I don't think I've ever gone 3 weeks and not do Sunday school. So yeah, that's been bonkers. It's been.
I thought about let's get a guest speaker for Sunday school next week and just keep this party rolling.
Just let it keep rolling. yeah. Let it happen.
Keegan's on sabbatical.
Yeah, he's taking some time off. Yeah, it's super weird. So I even had to write down on my paper, go over your Sunday school lesson that you prepared 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those deals where I've got a Sunday school lesson, but I need to go over it and make sure I'm ready for that because I prepared that a very, very long time ago. So, but yeah.
I just realized August this year will be 3 years of me working here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It happens fast.
That goes by so fast.
Yep, it happens quick. A lot has happened. A lot has changed. Even just where your first office was to where you're at now.
Which feels like, dude, that feels like
a lifetime ago.
2 weeks ago I was in that office.
Oh, does it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, weird. Yeah.
Of course, I look back at pictures of me in that office. I'm like, okay, it was a little bit of time ago.
It's been a minute. Yep. I'm glad to be out of my office. I like my new office.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Grateful. So then we did one service at 11 o'clock. Everybody brought a bunch of food. We had a good number of people. It was really good to see Janie Edwards. It was really good to see the cooks. And so, yeah, we had some folks that we hadn't seen in a while. And Miss Janie had knee surgery, so she hadn't been around in a minute. And it was just good to sit down. I sat down and ate with her, and we just chit-chatted and talked a little bit. And, man, it was just good to catch up with her.
I'm so glad you mentioned the cooks because I would have forgotten to bring this up. And I told Steve that I thought this was hilarious. But you said, talking about sunrise service, and you were like, last year's there was some kid throwing up everywhere. And I'm sitting there going, I don't remember a kid throwing up. And when you're saying that, Kelly sticks her hand up like
Does
this.
she really? That's great.
And as soon as I saw her hand, I remembered when what happened.
It was a couple of years ago.
But I was laughing so hard at the fact that she proudly claimed,
That's the puker.
Me. I'm the one that was throwing up everywhere.
So I knew it was her, but I didn't want to say her name because I didn't want to embarrass her.
Oh.
And I didn't want to embarrass the cooks. So I just said, I just remember somebody puking everywhere. And then even Yvonne, I watched Yvonne turn around and tell Julie Box. That was Kelly. So they were proudly announcing who the puker was.
She thought, she sat up and put her hand straight.
Really? I didn't see her do that.
I was laughing so hard. And then when I was telling Steve that, and he said, yeah, I also had forgotten that was her. And then I saw her hand go up and I went, oh gosh.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah, no, she was not ashamed.
So in my effort to keep it incognito, pretty low key who it was. A couple of years ago we had a puker, that kind of a deal. And then,
what had happened? It was early in the morning, and she chugged a bunch of water. Yeah, and it just came back up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it was.
It wasn't nothing terrible, but it was one of those you're sitting there trying to preach, and then all of a sudden you have a girl bent over, and she's letting it go. So, which was funny, and I think that like I said,
in that same year, Tucker was like almost about to pass out.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's up with him. I think he needed food or something, but
I think he's got, because you remember during the Christmas cantata when he dropped.
Oh yeah, he did drop.
He dropped one year at summer camp while we were doing the pledge. I remember because we stand shortest to tallest, so I was always in the back. Tucker was like either midway or close to the front, but I just remember we're saying the pledge, and he's between me and the flag. We're in single file line, and I can see his head, and then I know where he's gone.
He gone. Yeah, no, he was gone.
So he's got something where that happens pretty frequently, but it was about to happen during the sunrise last year too, and he looked at me and he said, I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Yeah. Well,
luckily his dad works right there and was able to help out. So
able to make things happen. So, but anyhow, that's one of the funny things that happened. So a lot really didn't happen as far as, a bunch of different things happened. We had Jonathan Wilburn with us, and he sang, and man, that dude's just good. He's just good. Our people really respond well to him. And I think all of our genres, all of our people, that their different music styles and that kind of stuff, I feel like everybody enjoyed him. Everybody I've talked to have said nothing but good things. They're pretty positive about it.
I mean, I like it, but I also just like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, but no, he's good, and we need to get him back here. I was thinking about maybe like a Sunday night.
It was really funny when he just said, "All right, when."
Yeah. So I was talking to him, and I said, "Yeah, man, we're gonna have you back." And he goes, "Okay, when?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know yet, but we'll work on that." So I was kind of, it's like, man, he was looking for a date right then, and so which is awesome. And
he was telling me, I was helping him clean up his stuff, and we were talking, and he said, "Man, I love y'all's church family so much." He said, "Both times I've been here, they're overwhelmingly kind and welcoming," and he said awesome. That's how church should be.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a great testimony for our church people. For him to say that, you know what I mean? I think that's just really, really super cool, and super cool dude. And but he's associated with the Lefevres. Is how you say their name, the Lefevres.
Yeah.
And Alex apparently knows one of the Lefevres.
Used to be his captain.
Yeah. So I think it'd be kind of neat to have both of them here on a Sunday night and do like a Sunday night singing with the Lefevres and him, Jonathan Wilburn. I think that'd be a fun evening. So I just need to get with them and see if that's something we may be able to pull off here in the spring. And I think that'd be a really, really fun thing to do sometime this spring. So,
and we're looking for somebody that can play the banjo because we're looking to add some stuff to some of our music.
Banjo, mandolin.
I would like to learn the mandolin.
The fiddle.
I think Jesse's dad could teach me.
The dobro, the steel guitar. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. Oh, a good harmonica. French harp.
We don't need that.
I don't like your attitude because I really love a French harp.
I'm trying to replicate some of Ralph Stanley's songs.
I don't know Ralph Stanley, so
he rocks.
He's
awesome.
So, but then he sang for a while. Then I preached, and I did a really quick sermon. But I think it was, I did a little bit of just talking about our church history, which I think was important. Our beginning history, our early on, before I even got here, we talked about, and then recognize the folks that are still here. What an amazing thing to be here from the very beginning. That's that number is getting smaller and smaller, right?
16 years at the same church.
Yeah, 16 years.
I've never even done that.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So we're excited about that, and but you're going to get there. We're getting close. So, but it's neat to see what all the Lord has done. But then, of course, my challenge was, it was Paul's challenge. We haven't arrived yet. We've not apprehended. We're not where we need to be. We have work to do. There's still stuff to keep doing. And so we just talked about that idea of moving forward, keep moving forward. Let's keep doing it. And so it was pretty short, pretty sweet. And then he came up and did two more songs, and he ended it on
Proud to be an American.
Proud to be an American, which that's a guy who figures out his crowd really quick. And knew how to end that thing because you want to end on like a a 10. He ended up on a 12. You know what I mean?
I think anywhere in the South that's going to hit.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, it was huge. And he does that song very, very well. He sang it very well. And so I've heard people sing that song, and it's not good.
Yeah.
And he sang it, and it was marvelous. It was fantastic. So it was good. Yeah, it was a great day. And then, of course, we ate. By the time I got through the line, brisket was gone. And by the time a lot of the people, I don't remember who. Oh, Miss Carver came up and said, yeah, by the time we went through the line, all the brisket was gone. I went, man, I guess next year we're going to have to do 3 briskets. I think another thing we need to do is tell parents, hey,
well, hey, let's do 4. I think having leftovers is okay.
I think leftovers is great. I agree.
I know 2 guys that'll take care of that.
Yeah, no, especially brisket. So the brisket was gone by the time I went through. The smoked chicken was pretty much gone by the time I went through. And the only thing that saved me was Trent had put back a couple of pieces of brisket for me, you, and for Jonathan, so which was great, and we're grateful for that.
J-Dub.
Yeah, and so but yeah, I'm thankful for those 3 guys that cooked. Vince does the chicken.
Well, and everybody said like all 3 of the meats. Everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah,
it's actually so good.
And Scotty does.
They all
the
do
pork.
a very, very good job.
And Trent, man, he's figuring out that brisket really quickly, and I feel like this brisket was his best brisket so far. In my opinion,
I agree.
I feel like he's getting better every time he does it. He said that he cooked that brisket for 24 hours. So,
and that,
yeah,
it's good brisket when the fat melts.
Yeah, no, it's great. That's what you want. And man, it was good, and we had a good time of fellowship, and a lot of people hanging out. And it's hard to know like how many seats and tables to set up. So by the time I got out there, man, it wasn't every seat. But it was full.
Good because we were worried.
Yeah, it was full. We had every section had people. I mean, it was good. So,
speaking of, thank you to the guys that stayed after the men's breakfast to help set up tables and chairs. That helped us out a lot.
Yep,
it's amazing how fast that gets done when you just have a handful of guys that are willing to help.
Yep, and then those people that help put everything back. Afterwards, it's amazing. Something that'd take me and Keagan an hour to do. We do like in 10 or 15 minutes, super quick.
Tomorrow we're going to need to take an hour to put all those back in the fellowship hall.
Well, yeah. Well, at least they're already back in there. We just have to set them up. So it shouldn't take long. But I am grateful for those who helped make all that happen. I'm grateful for those who set up tables and stuff.
And the amount of people that came up to me and said, what else needs to be done? What can I do?
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. That's one thing I love about our church.
That makes me so, obviously, because, I wasn't really in there. I was over with helping out J-Dub. And I had people coming in there saying, what needs to be done? I want to do something.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not the person to ask, but
we'll get you something.
We'll find something.
And that's my philosophy. If someone's asking for something, find them something.
Yeah, hey, go clean up my office a little bit.
Yeah, something. And but yeah, that's and I don't want so it's a fine line. How long do we sit here and let people keep talking?
Yeah.
And then everybody starts leaving versus, hey, let's start. So it's a fun, because I don't want to rush people. I don't want people to feel like, hey, man, I got to get out of the way, or I got to get up and get working, because I want them to fellowship. I want them to hang out. I want them to talk. But the longer we sit there, we got people sneaking out the door, and the less people we have left to help. Yeah. So it's kind of one of those deals where I'm always waiting, for the right time. When's the right time? When's the right time? And so that's always my problem. When do we pull the trigger on this and start getting things together? So, but yeah, it was a good day yesterday. We had good numbers. The offering was good. Spirit was great. It was just good. It was a good day, and it was good to see a lot of people that we hadn't seen in 2 weeks because of the weather. And so I was grateful, and I'm looking forward to Wednesday night, and I'm looking forward to this Sunday being our first regular Sunday in weeks. So to have
almost a month.
Yeah, 3 weeks. So to have 8:30 service, Sunday school, and 11 o'clock service, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be great. We're wrapping up the Sermon on the Mount, and Jesus is called the invitation, and it's going to be good. Listen, if you're listening and you've got a friend that needs to hear a clear presentation of the gospel, man, Sunday's the day. Bring them, start praying, start inviting them. Sunday is the day that we're going to talk about Jesus' invitation. Right here, he lays it out, and we'll wrap up the Sermon on the Mount this week, and then I don't know where I'm going to go for the next week, so y'all pray for me as I...
Sermon on the Plain.
Sermon on the Plain, same sermon, but yeah, let's do it.
A little different.
Is it?
I mean, same themes, I guess, but
Is one just in a different book?
I was told that they're two completely different things.
I'd like to look at that.
Because it doesn't, Sermon on the Plain doesn't have the Beatitudes.
Well, but I think so. Where do you get the Sermon on the Plain from? Is it from the book of Luke?
It's either Luke or Mark.
Okay, so and then Matthew. So anyhow, I tend to think they're the same thing.
Look it up, because I was listening to a guy speak on it, and he said that they're two different things.
It's probably a heretic. Anyhow, I'm just kidding. It's a joke if you're that guy listening to our podcast.
I think he's great. I think he's great. I really like him.
I don't even know who he is, so it's great.
His name's he's a small pastor named Kyle Idleman.
Oh yeah, he don't know much. So
dude, he's crazy smart.
He may not know. So we'll just give him the benefit of the doubt right now, and then we'll do some research. I think that's what we should do. Oh, Kyle, he's the man.
I've done 2 series on some of his books.
I've done several. We've done several studies. We've read his books. We've studied, and man, he's just got some. Really,
God's
really
at
good
War.
Things. God's at War is fantastic.
Not a fan.
Not a fan's fantastic. There's another one. We've done 2 or 3 of his. So
what's the mind one we just did?
Bringing every thought captive.
Every thought captive.
Great book. Great book. Read that book. It'll help you prioritize.
He does use some wicked long words, though.
But I think that's when you deal with these super uber smart people. Man, they just know words, and so I think, man, I'm that smart, but I can't say that word. so that's the struggle, right? Is them hard words. So I don't know. It's crazy.
What do we got coming up? Is there any events going on? I know we have our lock-in on the 13th.
That's this Friday night. Tell us about it. What's all happening?
8 to 8. Come, bring $10. Same fiasco as last time. We're probably not going to sleep. Everybody will be here at the church. Got a bunch of different activities planned for everybody. Then we're going to wake up in the morning, cook them breakfast, send them on their way. Love that. That's pretty much it. Hopefully no hospital visits this year.
Well, last year it was the adults.
Well, last year, yeah, I looked at Tucker and I said, man, you got to go to the hospital? And I was hoping, praying. He said no, because I was the only person that could take him. But then that leaves Haley all by herself here. And we were at the hospital for like 4 hours. It's like, Piedmont is so slow.
Yeah, you don't want to be like near death.
When I had to get stitches there, we went. It was during game time on a Wednesday night. I quickly did my lesson, and then y'all took me. No, Alex took me. So had to have been like 7:45 when we got there, and we didn't get home till like midnight.
Yeah,
it was 3 stitches. What do we? Why do we need to be here that long?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, but it'll be good. Y'all will have fun. That's this Friday night. Costs us $10. You're a teenager, 6th grade through 12th grade. Come hang out with them. It's going to be a good time.
Yep.
If you know of a teenager, let them know.
Got any questions, holler at me.
Yeah. And then next week, the church cruise. I think there's like 28 people going on. 26, 28?
Probably not going to be a podcast next week.
Maybe not a podcast next week, guys. Sorry about that. I'm thinking that's probably the best deal is just not have a podcast next week.
I don't know when we would do it. I mean, like we could do it like
we could do it from Grandpa's back porch, but we have to take everything down there and have to haul
it's just too much of a hassle.
So yeah, we'll probably not do a podcast next week. Sorry. But we will do an extra long one the week we get back because we'll talk about the cruise.
Do a normal length podcast when we get back.
No, double.
Normal length when we get back. Let's not get crazy.
Come on, man.
Hour is about as long as I want to go on these. Those guys that have those like 3 hour long.
It's crazy. And they're like, hey, somebody will come to me, hey, watch this. I'm like, I don't know that I can do that.
Like, I can listen to like the 2.5 hour ones, but to film one, like, because I'll start one while I'm cleaning and listen to like maybe half of it and then finish it the next week when I'm cleaning.
Right.
But to sit down and film, you imagine me and you just sitting here talking for 3 hours.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm already out of stuff to say.
Yeah. Well, and we're almost done, so we'll wrap up a little early today.
It's just hard when you're not teaching. There's not much to.
Well, that's a hard thing. Is due to this terrible weather. It limits our conversations and
it was like
Sunday.
Jonathan sang.
I preached.
We ate food.
Food was good, though, man. I'm telling you what, we've got so many good people that cooks. Diana Smith made some dessert. It looked like it was maybe had Butterfinger on it. That thing was really, really good. I got someone's banana pudding. I don't know who it was, but it was good.
Sheila Gaines.
And then I got a bite of that dessert that.
Ding Dong cake made by Madam President.
Man,
Heather.
that stuff. There's just something about. I don't know. That's really good.
So when we eat here, that's what I look forward to is
Me
that
too.
Ding Dong cake. And when we did I think it was our Thanksgiving meal, I went to the dessert table and I looked, couldn't find it. So I went up to her.
Very disappointed.
I went and found Heather and I said, "Hey, I don't know what you think."
Just because you become the president doesn't mean you're no longer obligated to make that dessert.
Yeah, I guess we're just peasants to you now, but
We're nobodies.
some of us, we need our rations.
Yeah, I mean crumbs. You know, the dogs at least
give
get
me
the crumbs.
Ding Dong cake.
Yeah,
and
Oh,
so
man,
she
so
texted
good.
me the night before and said Ding Dong cake is ready for tomorrow, and I said, "Let's go."
Let's go. No, it was good. So I got that. I love that. All three of those. The first time I'd ever had Diana Smith's thing, whatever that was that she made, but it was really good. So I had just a little bite of all three, and man, really, really good. So
Of course, I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of people have left stuff behind.
yeah, we're gonna have to go.
They said, "Hey, I'm going to leave this in this fridge for you and your dad."
We'll try. So there is some cake in the fridge.
No way we're going to go through all
There's
of
some carrot cake out there on the table.
it. I'm just not a sweets guy.
I wished I wasn't, man. I'd be so much skinnier if I wasn't a sweets guy.
I just don't like. I mean, I like it, but I just don't like feeling like I always feel gross after I eat it. I don't want to feel gross.
Yeah, I guess I don't have that feeling, or I like it.
There's
I
very
don't
few
know.
things where I'm like for instance, I'll throw down at Golden Corral. That's a gross I'm willing to go through. Like me and Dad ate Golden Corral one time and then went and watched like the new Avengers movie that was coming out. And
This was a while ago. This has been a
sitting
minute.
in this chair
It was uncomfortable.
was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but it was so worth it because we ate so much food.
So next time we do that, we need to go to a theater where the chairs recline. I think that was the thing that was hurting us. They didn't recline, and if they would have reclined, we'd have been a little bit better off.
Yeah, especially if they had like a little seat warmer too.
No, I don't want the seat warmer. That's gross.
Let's bake all that stuff in there.
I'm not
brother.
baking none of that's gross.
Let's reheat what we got going on. That gumbo in my belly.
So I think that's the last time I've eaten Golden Corral. And
I've been there one other time, but like, the other stuff like Fogo de Chao, I'm willing to feel gross. Like full gross is fine, but that gross feeling whenever you've eaten something sweet, I hate. I can't get behind that.
well, you're doing it wrong then, because sweet stuff is fantastic.
Like I'll throw down meat all day.
Right. Well, so I have a cholesterol issue. I think they said that's because of meat.
Probably red meat.
Red meat. Well, anyhow.
I think if any doctor tells you to stop eating red meat, they're a heretic.
Well, I'm not going to, so I don't care if they tell me to or not. There's.
I can, you want to cut out pork, fine.
Right.
I can.
Well,
live,
no,
I
let's
can,
not get crazy.
I can easily live my life without pork. You get rid of beef, my whole world.
I don't know,
changes.
man. Pork ribs and pork chops.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm saying if I had to pick one of what's the big three? Pork, chicken, beef.
I think so.
If that's the big three, if I had to choose to live without one, it's pork, no question.
Really?
No question. It's not even close.
I
Chicken?
chicken in a heartbeat.
No.
Yeah.
There's so many different wings.
know.
Dude, that grilled chicken you did the other day?
On the grill?
Well, you don't grill chicken in the stove.
I don't know. It was good though.
It was fantastic.
Well, Mom had marinated it, and that's what made it so good. I think is Mom's marinade.
No, I was more so talking about how juicy it was. That grill just, man, it keeps everything in there.
Yep, I like grilling, and we hadn't done chicken on the grill like that in a while.
It was so good.
It
I
was
stopped
good.
using my fork. I just picked it up and grabbed
Pick
it.
it up. I'm just gonna eat it. But I think
I was
there's still a couple
excited.
pieces in the fridge. Super good. So,
Yeah. Well, I will say, chicken after a while, sometimes I'll taste chicken, and the same with eggs. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's too chickeny or too eggy,
too much chicken, too much egg.
and it makes me feel like grossed out, and I can't finish it.
Gotcha.
I've never had that issue with beef.
Beef. So did I have too many eggs today? Was 3 eggs too much?
No. Well, at this point in my life, I'm not worried about trying to enjoy food.
No.
I'm just trying to get as much in as possible.
Gotcha. Well,
And it was
I cooked breakfast.
Just
this
so
morning,
happened it was
and
phenomenal. I mean, them hash browns,
The way I did them, right? They were good.
so much better than Saturday.
Right. So,
Saturday, they weren't good.
Right. So what I did was I put them in the oven, turned the broiler on as high as it would go, and just let them babies sit for a couple of minutes. Then I flipped them and let them sit again. They were fantastic.
Saturday, they were a little soggy.
Little slight was just the way we did it, and that's okay.
This
We're
was
learning.
McDonald's level.
Well, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah. I was trying to get McDonald's level without frying them, but we didn't have that same luxury Saturday. So, but anyhow, we still have a few more for the rest of the week if we're interested, and they were delicious. So,
yeah. Well, you got anything else for the people?
I don't think so, man. I appreciate everybody listening. We will miss y'all next week as we head down to Fort Lauderdale to get on a boat. You won't miss them?
Nope.
No.
I'll be on a cruise.
Wow. I will miss you while I eat pizza and eat ice cream and lay on the beach.
I'm going to eat duck.
Duck is pretty good, actually.
I'm not
against
duck.
the duck. And about the only time I've ever eaten duck is on a cruise. Isn't that funny?
Speaking of birds, I applied both of us for a quota hunt this year.
Nice.
So maybe,
where at?
Dawson Forest, just a couple of the public places nearby. Basically, quota hunt, how it works is it's public land, but they limit the amount of people that can go out there.
Gotcha.
So if we win, we get to go to, it's public, but it's like, from what I understand, it's way less people. It's not like you go to public land, there's just people everywhere.
Yeah.
This is it. It's limited on how many people can be in there.
Okay.
And only the people that have won the quota get to go.
Nice.
And so I applied, and if we don't get it this year, we get points and we can just rack them up, and it makes us higher priority for the next years.
Oh.
That way we can go try more places.
I'm all for it.
So,
I like hunting.
So excited for turkey season coming up.
Turkey season's coming, my friend. We just got to get through February.
I haven't killed one since senior year of high school, maybe.
Been a couple years.
Or was it junior year?
Yeah, I don't know. 2 years. But we're going to do it this year, maybe. Turkey hunting's hard.
It's so hard.
It's very
Especially
difficult.
like when you're new to it and don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely, and this is why I understand why people that hunt other stuff other than just deer hunting's never their favorite. Because deer, you go sit in a stand and you hope something walks out, or you bait it into walking out.
Yeah.
Turkey, like, there's a lot of skill involved in trying to get
something I don't have.
And so I was talking to my buddy Caleb, who turkey hunts a lot, and he was showing me a video of one of his hunts, and he calls, turkey gobbles back, and then he stopped, didn't hit it again. And he did not call one more time until that bird came. I can't do that.
Right.
If he's talking back, dude, and I don't hear anything for a couple minutes, I'm going to hit that thing. I'm going to be calling as much as I can. So the patience that's needed there, I just don't have.
Well, and for us, we just don't understand, do I keep calling or do I stop? What's the technique? What do we need to do? How does that work? And so that's the part we're still learning.
He was telling me you got to stop because, obviously with turkey hunting, they are defying nature because regular turkey gobbles to let the hen know where he's at, and then the hen goes to the turkey. The turkey does not go to the hen.
Right.
So to get him to come to us, we're making him defy nature. So Caleb said what he does is he'll call. Once he gobbles back, he stops calling, and he'll sit there and listen to the turkey every now and then. We'll gobble again, saying like, "Hey, I'm over here," and eventually he gets tired of it and just walks over. So maybe we're gonna have to learn patience.
Well, there's a lot we need to learn. We need to learn about turkey hunting because last year was our first, only my second year that I've really put any effort into it.
Last year we put the most effort into it we ever have.
Than we ever have. Yes, I agree.
And didn't do so well. Well, we saw one, but it was so far.
Yeah, he kind of came out and walked across the trail and kept on moving pretty quickly. He saw three of us idiots sitting there and went, "Nope, I'm moving on."
But I'd really like to get into duck, goose. I've done dove a few times. Dove's fun. I just don't see it being something that you get into.
Well, you would. I don't think you've ever been on a good dove hunt. I think you've been dove hunting, but you've never been on a good dove hunting.
Yeah, because what we've done seems like once a year.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But to go out every weekend for a season, no.
No. So we need to get back to West Texas and get on some crazy dove hunting because you kill 15 or so a day.
We need to call Steve Gray and say, look.
No, I do want to talk to Steve Gray.
One day in every different season, we're going to fly out about 4 or 5 times this next year.
Yeah.
Just one hunt for every season.
Yeah, we want to do deer, hog. Well, I'm hoping that
I want to get an axis deer.
I'm hoping when we're there this summer, we can either do hog or axis this summer when we're there.
So cool that you can do axis in the summer.
Well, because they're non-native, so you can hunt them anytime. And axis, they do their horns differently. They'll drop them off, but then they'll immediately grow them back, and so they'll have horns.
How are they non-native on stolen land?
I don't know. Don't get crazy about that. And I don't know all that, but I do know that they are not a natural animal from that area, and so you can hunt them year-round.
So the deer that I saw in Europe, I was on a train going to, I want to say either Spain or France. They have what's called, I think it's called a roe deer.
A roe?
Dude, it's the size of a dog. They're tiny.
So why are we going to shoot that?
Well, you don't.
Okay.
But it was just, that's, because I said, what the heck is that? It looks like a deer kind of, but it's so, if it was standing on the table, the one I saw was probably this tall and this wide.
Wow.
And I looked it up, and yeah, the roe deer are just tiny. They're just really small.
Huh. Well, I would love to have an axis deer hanging on my wall.
Axis, I'd like to have, I think, them all.
One of those rams.
Dude, yeah.
That'd be awesome. Bighorn rams.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
That's some work. That elk, you start getting into a lot of work. But I would love to do it.
I'll never be able to afford an elk hunt, but
one day.
I think a bighorn I could probably get it somewhere.
It'd be fun. I'd love to do it.
Yeah.
They're impressive. So,
but anyways, that's all we got for today. Hope to see y'all Wednesday and Sunday. No podcast next week, so don't even be looking for it. Don't be texting. I'll be somewhere in Florida, not worried about getting you a podcast. So there's that.
Wow, he said it.
Those of y'all coming, we're excited. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a great time.
Yep. See y'all.
Chad, send them off with a quick poem freestyled.
Okay. Roses are red.
Ooh.
Violets are blue.
Come on.
That's all I know.
I'm going on a cruise, and without you, y'all have a good day.
Oh, wow.